Hello everyone, this is for class 12, subject informatics practices. Our topic is using MySQL. So students, today you will learn how to use MySQL for creating database and putting queries in the table of database. So first let us learn how to create database in MySQL. So to create database in MySQL, the simple command which we write is create database space the name of database like managery or any other name, maybe your name or any other student name. So simple syntax, create database, then the name of database, and finally semicolon. But here given that if you find that the given name already exists, another database already exists with the same name. So for that what we write the command before creating the database. We write this command, drop database if exists, then the name of database like managery, then semicolon. And after writing this command, drop command, then we write the create database. Then what happens if we write this? Then it will replace, the new database will replace the previous one. The previous one will be deleted and the new database will be created. But if you think that there is no database already existing with the same name, so you can directly write the command create database managery. So let us create a database. First let us open MySQL 5.7. okay, it is opened. Now let me magnify first with the magnifier tool so that you can identify clearly. After magnifying, now let me type a password. Okay, after typing password, now we have to write the command create database. So if already you think that already exists, then you can write drop command. Otherwise directly you can write create database, then the name of database. For example, I create RK1, then semicolon. Now press enter key. As soon as you press enter key, it will create a new database with the name RK1. Okay, here you can see query okay, one row affected, means database is created, RK1 database is created. Now further given, if you want to use the database, for that we use the command, we write the command use command space database name, what database you want to use. So use RK1. We want to create a table in the database. So in any database in which you want to create table, first of all you have to write the use command. Write use, then the name of database, then semicolon. Then only you can create a table in that database. So let us write use command, then space, then the name of database RK1, then press semicolon and then enter key. Press enter key. Now you can see this database is now in use. Currently this database is in use, that is RK1. Now this database, in this database we can create table. So let us now first learn how to create table. After that we will talk about further. So how to create table? We write the commands, very simple, it is the syntax given. We write create table space table name, then we press enter key, then in parenthesis we write the column name, first column name, then space its data type, then space in the parenthesis its size, maybe character, then 20 character or 50 character or 10 character, then comma, we put comma, and after that press enter key. Then again we write the second column name or second field name, then the data type for the second field name, and then again its size. Like this we type again comma and press enter key, again third column, fourth column, like this we keep on pressing enter and typing the column field names. And finally we close the parenthesis and then put semicolon. Like here given one example. write the command create table command, then the name of table, then press enter key, then in parenthesis write the field names like e code integer, e name char of 20, then sex as char of 1, then grade char of 2, then gross decimal, and finally close the parenthesis, then semicolon. So like this we can also create a table. Let us create. Let me magnify first. So to create a table, very easy, simple, write create table space table name. Suppose I want to create table name with stud or student. Press enter key, then type the parenthesis, then write the field name. Suppose the field name is stu name space, its the data type, suppose its the data type is character, and the size is 20. Okay, then press comma and press enter, then type the second field name, suppose stu class space, the data type, suppose character char of 5, size is 5, then again comma, again press enter, then next field, suppose stu roll number space, suppose it is of int type, integer, then comma, then again press enter, the next field name, suppose stu marks space, it's a data type, suppose it is also of int. Now finally close the parenthesis, then put semicolon and press the enter key. Now you can see this table is created. You can see here query OK, 0 row affected. Now you can see, you can write the command show table command. It will show you the table in RK1 database. Show tables, press semicolon and press enter. It will show the table, that table with the name student has been created. Here you can see tables in RK1. RK1 is the database name, and in this database the table which is created with the name student. So student table has been created with the field names like stu name, stu class, stu roll number and stu marks. So this way we create the table. Table is created. Now let us learn how to enter data into tables. So table is created like this. Further, here is given how to insert data into the table. So to insert data into tables, very simple. We write the syntax. We write the commands like this. Syntax given. Insert into, then space table name, then space the column list. Column list means values, like first we have stu name, then stu class, then stu roll number, stu marks, like this column list you can give. But it is optional. If you want you can give, if you don't want then you don't give. So directly we write insert into table name, then we press enter key, then we write the values, then in parenthesis we write the values as per the column names. Like column name is stu name, so first we write stu name, then we write stu class, then stu roll number, then stu marks. Like this we enter the values, and finally we close the parenthesis and press semicolon and press enter key. Like here given, insert into table name employees, press enter key, then values, then in parenthesis all the values according to the given columns. So let us do also same thing here. Magnify it. Okay, so here we write insert into our table name is student. Insert into student, press enter, then write the command values. Insert into student values, then parenthesis. What are the values? As I told, values should be entered according to the field names. So first we have to write stu name. Suppose our stu name is, always remember the string or characters are written in single quotation mark or double quotation mark. So suppose first is Ankit in single quotation mark, then comma, then second stu class. So stu class is also character, so that also will be in comma, single quotation mark, 5A. Then again comma, then roll number is integer, so integer, suppose we write 001. Then comma, marks, suppose marks is 92. Finally close parenthesis, press semicolon, press enter. Now you can see one row affected, means the data has been inserted in the table. If you want to see, you can write the command select asterisk, means star sign, from the table name student, semicolon, press enter. Now it will show the record what you have entered. See here, in the stu name Ankit is entered, stu class 5A, roll number 1, stu marks 92. This only we have entered here, values Ankit 5A 001 92. So this is the way how we insert data into table. Again we can insert another data, insert into the table name student, press enter key, then write the values, then in parenthesis write the names, suppose Mayank, in single quotation mark, then comma, then the class, suppose 5A, single quotation close, then comma, then roll number, suppose 002, comma, marks, suppose 90. Then finally close the parenthesis, press semicolon and enter key. Now again it is entered. Again you can write the command to see the tables. Select from student, table name, semicolon, press enter key. Here you can see. Now two records are there, Ankit and Mayank. Just now we had entered. So this way we enter data or insert data into tables. Now let us talk how we enter data according to the column names in the given or selected columns, as here given. We can write the table name, insert into table name, then in parentheses we can write the column, specific columns in which we want to enter the data, like here. So for that we can write the specific columns, magnify it, okay. For that we can write insert into, same command, insert into the column names, table name, student, then parenthesis, then the column names, specific column names in which you want to enter. Suppose I want to enter only in stu name, comma, stu marks, stu name and stu marks. See the field names, correct field name, stu name and stu. Here is stu name, here is stu marks, correct field names. Then close the parenthesis, press enter key, then write values. Now you have to enter the values only for two columns, for stu name and stu marks. It means only two values will be inserted. So suppose first value is Kamal, close the parenthesis, in single quotation mark, then comma, then the marks, suppose marks is 98. Only two values, one for student name and another for student marks. Now close the parenthesis, because here parameter is given. If parameter is given, specific columns are given, then you have to enter the values as per the column, given column. If two columns are given, then only two values you will insert. Then press the semicolon, press enter key. Now you can see the values are inserted, Kamal and 98. Kamal will be inserted in name, stu name, and 98 will be inserted in stu marks. Rest stu class and stu roll number for the third row will display null. You can see select from student, press semicolon, press enter key. Now you can see here stu name is Kamal and stu marks is 98. Rest stu class is null and stu roll number is null. So this way we insert the data into specific columns. Now given here inserting null values. So you can insert null values as per your choice also, as just now here we have done. null values is inserted by default. If you do not insert the values in any particular column, then by default null is inserted. But if you want as per your choice, so you can insert as per your choice also in the given columns. As here given, like for MGR there is null value inserted, for COM null value is inserted. So like this we can enter the values as null. Then inserting dates also we can insert. I'm not going to show this because you can do it in your practical. So you can, if you have date data type, so you can enter date also. But here in the table we don't have date data type, so I'm not going to insert this. But if you are going to do practical in your computer or laptop or mobile, so you can have it. Then we have the queries. How to make simple queries through select command. So just now you had done only same thing. You can write select command. Then what to select means which table, or what columns, which columns you want to select from the particular table. Then from command, then which table, and then where is given for the conditions or criteria. So here given is selecting all data. If you want to select all data, so simple query you can write select, then star, then from, then the table name, and then semicolon. Here star stands for all, select all, like this, as we had just shown here. Let me magnify. So as you can see here, if I write select all, means we write select star, select space star sign, then we write from, then the table name. Here star means select all, then it will select all the columns from the table and display the record from all the rows. Press enter, you can see here all the columns, STU name, STU class, roll number and marks, and all the rows Ankit, Mayank and Kamal have been selected and displayed before you. Then we have like the selective columns. Okay, here given select particular rows. All columns we have told. Now select particular rows. If you want to select particular rows, so for that you can give where command. With the where command and typing the particular condition, particular criteria, you can select the particular row as per your choice. Then we have select particular columns. You can write the select particular column like this. Select, then name of columns, then from, then name of table. You can have both particular column as well as particular row by giving the column names as well as where condition. So let us use these all these. Magnify it. Okay, now we write here select command, select. Now suppose we want to select column, particular columns. So I want to select STU name, then I want to select STU roll number, STU roll number. Then we write from, then the table name student. Now this time we have not written the star sign. Why? Because we are going to select particular column. If we are going to select all the column, then we write star sign as here. But if we are going to select particular column, then no need of star sign. Then we write the column names, then from, then table name, and then semicolon, and press the enter key. Now you can see only two columns, STU name and STU roll number, have been displayed with all the rows. Now you can have a select command all columns, then from the table name student, then press enter. Where you can write to select particular row, you can write where command, where suppose marks, where marks means student mark, STU marks is greater than 90, where STU marks greater than 90, press the semicolon and press enter key. Now it will show only the particular rows, and that rows will be displayed in which the marks, student mark is greater than 90. So two rows are there. One is of Ankit 92, another is of Kamal, that is 98. You can see this one is not displayed, that is Mayank, because it is having 90. But here you have given the query greater than 90. So that's why 2 only displayed. Then we can select particular column as well as condition also, particular row. So we can write select column. Suppose we want STU name comma STU marks. Then we write from the table name student. Then we press enter key. Then we write where command for the condition, where the condition is, suppose marks less than, this time less than, marks less than 95. Then press the semicolon. Now it will show only 2 columns, STU name and STU marks, and in that also only those rows will be displayed in which marks is greater than 95. So here we write STU marks, here we write STU marks, not only marks. STU marks less than 95. Then press semicolon. See here, only 2 columns, STU name and STU marks, and in that also the in which the student mark is greater than less than 95. So this way we select a particular row or particular column on the basis of query. Then here we have given eliminating redundant data. Redundant data means duplicate data. Suppose in this we have any duplicate data. Suppose I insert another name with the same name, insert into student, okay, insert into student, then press enter key, then I write the values, then in the values we write the names. Suppose I write Ankit once again, Ankit, then comma, the class 5A, then the roll number suppose 003, then the mark suppose 95 or 97, then close the parenthesis and press semicolon. Now you can see one more row has been entered with the name, same name, Ankit. You can write select asterisk from student semicolon, press enter key. Now you can see there are Ankit, 2 Ankit with the same name. It means duplicate data is there. So here it is telling that you can use the redundant, eliminate the redundant data by using the keyword distinct. If we use the keyword distinct, then the duplicate data will not be displayed for the particular column or row as here given. We write a select command, then distinct, then the column name from which we want to remove the duplicate data, and then from, then the table name and semicolon. Okay, then let us use this distinct keyword. Okay, so here we write select distinct, select distinct, comma, the field name which you want to display. Suppose I want STU name, comma, STU class, STU class, STU name and STU class, then from the table name student, then semicolon. Now what will you see? That it will display all the rows from STU name and STU class except the duplicate data. Except duplicate data means there are 2 Ankit, so 1 Ankit will be removed, because distinct keyword removes or eliminates the duplicate data. So Ankit is duplicated for column STU name and STU class, So one Ankit will be removed. Press enter key. Here you can see only one Ankit is there. Second Ankit is not there. So Ankit, Mayank and Kamal is there only. So this is the use of distinct keyword. Then we have selecting all row. All row means it is very simple. Instead of writing a distinct command, we can write all command. But no need. It is not needed, because by default, if you write only column name and the table name, then by default it selects all the rows. So that's why all command is not needed. If you do not use the distinct and all command, then automatically the columns are displayed from all rows. Next command is viewing structure of a table. So to view the structure of a table, means what kind of data types, what kind of fields have been used in the table, we can write the command describe, disk command or describe command, then table name. Then we have calculation, performing simple calculation and using column aliases. So let us use all these. First let us use this one, describe function, then simple calculation, then column alias. Okay, let me magnify. This is magnified. Now let us first use describe function. Describe space table name. Our table name is student, then semicolon. Now you will see all the details of the table. What are the fields? What are the data types? Is there null values? Is there default? All these are displayed as the description of the table. Then we have the calculation. You can use the calculation. You can do the calculation by select command. Select, you can write 5 into 15. Press semicolon and press the enter key. Now you will see the result, 5 into 15. Look here, 75. So like this you can perform any other calculation by using the select command. Then we have alias, column alias. How do we use column alias? As you must remember, in Python I had told alias, like we write import panda as pd. So as pd is alias. It is the alias, or you can say another name for panda. In the same way I have told you matplotlib.pyplot as plt. So as plt is the second name or alias name for matplotlib.pyplot. In the same way here for the columns like stu name, stu class, stu roll number or stu marks, we can use other names, or you can say alias name by giving as command. So we can write, for that we can write select space stu name, then by what name you want to display it, you can write as command. Then you can write the alias name, like you want to display stu name as name of student, name of student. Then close the quotation mark, then comma, then the second column, suppose you want to select stu marks as alias for this also, suppose marks of student, then close. Okay, then write from command, from the table name student, from the table name student, then semicolon and press the enter key. Now you see the stu name and stu marks will be displayed as name of student and marks of student, because we have given alias for these columns. See here, in place of stu name, what column name is there? Say name of student, and in place of stu marks of student. So this is the way how we use the query in SQL. That's all for today. Thank you.